Hello guys, welcome to today's video. I will create custom table SC20 SC11. So ZMDG field property. I am just creating this particular table. Delivery class customizing. Short description field properties. Display and maintenance allowed. So go to fields, enter all the fields. Now I will give field as, so if we want to make this particular table cross client, then we don't need to maintain MANDT and all. So if you want to make it cross client, then we have to mention this one MANDT, and here also MANDT. So if we maintain this field, then system will think it this one as cross client. So I don't want to make it as cross client. Now I will directly go to that. First I will give CR type. So CR type is, as I know, USMD C request type. So this will give its description as type of change request. Next one is step. USMD SSW C request step. So change request step used in rule based workflow. This is the one. Now another way, we have to add entity. So USMD entity. So we have added entity also. Now another is attribute. That's it. This is the table I have created. Now for every table we have to maintain at least one key. So but here we have to make all as keys only. Everything we have to make it as key. Because if we don't make it as key in attribute, we cannot enter multiple lines here. So all should be keys only. Here I am adding one more thing, FLD prop field property I am adding here. I forgot to add that at that time. So USMD FLD prop I am just giving and activating this. Now here we have to make this data class as master data. Size category we can make it as 0. Now let's see if it allows to change or not. So if no change log is required, rating must be entered. Okay, I am clicking on enter now. I am clicking on save. Now go back, activate this table. Now I am going to table maintenance generator. Function group I will copy this one only and paste here. Now maintenance type one step, find CR numbers as here. That's it. I will create this TMG. So TMG is done. Now I will be able to maintain this particular one easily by using table contents, create entries. Here I will make that code accordingly. So in this method, because it is triggering once we open any CR type, So here I will first import this particular table into this one. So as we know, to fetch from database we can use select statement, select all from table name. So table name is gmdg field property into data. So we have to add at the rate data lt fld prop. I am just giving like this. Now click on activate. So here we have to do select star, but it is asking to make it select single or end select. But here what is happening is select star from this into we have to add table, because we have to make it into an internal table. Now if we click on check, it doesn't show any syntax errors. Now it is fine. Now after importing this one, we have to add one more row. So select statement is done. Now what we can do? Now loop at lt fld prop into data ls fld prop. That's it. So we are adding a loop statement here. Now it will get looped across this table. So one by one it will come into this and sit here. Now accordingly we have to write a code which will behave from this particular row one by one. Now we can see ls field property step, it will have cr type, step, entity and attribute. So we can see cr step it has to come, but this method will get triggered every time. So in every cr step it will get triggered. That is why we can see this particular cr step, it will not get changed in between. This particular workflow step number will not get changed, and also cr type also will not get changed. That is why I am adding where condition here, where cr type equal to iv c request type, and step equal to iv fld workflow step. Now let's see. So at the rate we have to add here and here as per syntax. That's it. Now no syntax errors found. Now let's go here, entity and attribute. Only these two will come every time. So entity and attribute will get triggered. Ls fld. So here also select star, instead of that here we can make it select entity and attribute, entity attribute from this one. Now this is fine. Now only these two columns will be there in this particular table which we are importing. Now we have to choose one by one entity. So ls field property, in this there will be entity, let's see what we can do here. First activate this one and see. So ct field property this one only we have to change. So we got it from snipping tool long back. ct field property we have to change. Loop at ct fld prop into data. So into, instead of into, assigning field symbol ls fld prop. That's it. Now end loop. So in this we have to add assign component usmd underscore fp of structure ls fld prop to field symbol ls fld prop to field symbol ls usmd fp. Now if condition, if ls usmd fp is assigned, if this is assigned, what we can do? So ndif also we can add. Now here let's add the condition. Assign component table which we are getting. So attribute of structure ls fld ls usmd fp to field symbol ls attribute fp. That's it. Now if ls attribute fp is assigned, then we can make this one as ls attribute fp is equal to. Now what I will do, now here usmd fp I have added here. Let's go back. Field prop, here also I will add fi f fld underscore prop. So here also I will do fld underscore prop field prop. Now here also ls fld prop fld prop. That's it. Now check button, activate this. So this should work as expected now, but we missed one thing. We didn't use this entity at all, but we have to use this one as well. So where to use it? So here we can see iv entity is coming here, but here we haven't used it. So what I am doing is, here after getting this particular one, I will add entity as well here. And iv and entity not this one. So entity equal to IV entity. So now I can just remove this one as well. So select attribute and field property from all this. Just activate this and let's check now what happens, how it behaves. Now this one, to check this, first we have to maintain some entries in this particular table. So go to table contents and create entries. Inconsistency in length of DDIC data type. S11. Again let's go to this. Let's go to this create entries. Now new entries. Now we have to be able to enter all this. So we can see it is mistake. It is coming as wrong. I think I have chosen wrong type for here. So we have to go back S11. Let's go here and see. I think I have chosen this one as wrong. It should not be USMD FLD prop. I have to change it to something else. So this one it should be. So field property. Now if we go into this and check in the domain, we will be able to see these values. All the 4 values which we will be able to maintain there. So all these 4 it will be there here. That's it. Now activate this. Go to utilities, table maintenance generator. Now again refresh this one, expert mode, select all. So I'm just reactivating this. Now it might give some dump when we directly go from this one. So let's go back again S11, go inside and see table contents and create entries. Now create entries. Now we will be able to see all 4 things directly. We can maintain here required field, hidden field and all. Now I am giving a change request type. So z cust1 p3 I am just giving like this, and CR step is this one, entity type. Entity type is bp underscore CNTRL. Attribute is TITLA underscore LET. Here I am just giving as hidden field. Now required field I will make it and click on save button and go back. Now it should work as expected. Now let's see how it behaves. Now I am going to this new organization, create customer Kaushik, click on OK. Now we can see salutation, it is coming as star. So that means it is coming from here. So let's go here, utilities, or instead of that we can go to this particular transparent table, ZMDG FLD PROP. So SC SM30. Let's maintain these things here. So we have made it as required field. Now let's make it as read only and click on save button. Now let's see how it behaves. Close this one and open it again. Create customer Kaushik and click on OK. This time it has to be read only field. So as expected, this is read only field now. Now I am closing it and I will focus on other field also. So let's go to inactive data model and focus on other field. For example, what are the other fields which we are able to see in the UI. So close this one. Let's see address related things. Here I can see address, AD postal. So here we can see some of them. So let's make nation. Where is that? Country, country, country. This is county. This is county. So I want to see a country, country, country. Yeah. So we can see ref underscore posta. This is country, country key. So I want to focus on this one. So this one is basically from ad underscore postal. So I will make that one only. Now same I will make it. Here step 00. I will make this entity as ad underscore postal. So attribute I will make it as ref underscore posta posta ref underscore posta. This one I will make it as required field and click on save. Now let's see how it behaves. New organization. I am clicking as same create customer Kaushik and click on OK. Now we can see country is also mandatory. If I click on check country also, it will be mandatory only for this. It will not point towards this. Don't expect all will get pointed. Only the entries which are directly linked to root entity will show this type of errors. So country is now having asterisk mark because we have given here in this particular place required field. Now let's add other things also. Z cust1 p3, so 0 ad postal. Now instead of ref posta I want to make some of them. I want to hide language field. So let's see in the inactive data model. In visualize data model, let's see where it is there. So region rfe underscore post. So rfe underscore post is region. I want to focus on language. So let's see where is the language field here. Language. So this one langu underscore com. So here also I will do same thing. langu underscore com. Langu underscore com. Now this one also I want to make it as hidden now. Now I will save it. Now let's check how it behaves. Now I will go to this browser directly. I will close this one. Now language should not appear in the UI at all. That is the expected part. So let's go to new organization, create customer Kaushik and click on OK. Now language option itself should not be available in the UI. That particular field should be hidden. Let's go now. Now we can see it is working as expected. So country is mandatory now, region and all are there, but language is not there now. It is getting hidden dynamically from this particular table. So like this we will be able to do any type of change. Now if we open same thing from another particular CR type, it will not work at all, because I made in that way it will filter it out. So create customer I am doing for this one, another CR type. Now all will show as expected. So language, it will be available here. I only made it hidden for that particular CR type. The country is not mandatory, it is coming as expected, and salutation is also as coming as expected. So like this we will be able to do multiple things from field property body by using like this. So this is very important concept, guys. So from by in this way we will be able to do this. So let's go to this particular modify field properties class. Just this type of simple code will do so much. Thank you, guys. Still, even we have enhanced, we can enhance this particular code, because every time it is going to database tables and all. So instead of that we can first do select statement at CR type level by adding a constructor for this class. So we can add a constructor here. Like how can we do it? Here there is an option to create constructor. Now in this particular constructor we can add this particular one. So save changes. In this constructor we can add whatever is there. Let's go back. So this empty constructor is there for now. In this constructor we can add this modify statement. So this select condition we can add in the constructor. Go to this, copy, go back in constructor, add this particular code. Now instead of this, when we are adding constructor, in this we will not have all this particular CR types, change request step and all. So that is why we have to do select star, everything we have to import in this case, and CR type and all we don't even require also. So remove all these where conditions, everything we have to import in this case, but this will get imported only once in the lifetime. So activate this. Now LT FLD prop is there, right? So that one only we can go to modify this, just remove this. So instead of this, what we can do, in constructor only we are able to get all those. So I am just going here and adding some conditions. So because LT FLD prop will already have all the conditions, so all the database table data this particular internal table will have for now. So now I can just do loop condition, loop it into data, So here, instead of doing that, we can add here where condition, where cr type. So this is coming as expected only. Now we are getting that from this particular one. So this constructor is giving that. So that is why instead of doing it locally lt field prop, we have to do this one into a global table gt prop. Now just make it, I'm just activating this. Now I will create gt prop at global level. Go back and attributes, here gt prop. So this is the constant, but it should not be constant here. We have to make it as instance attribute. Or static attribute, anything is fine. Instance attribute I will give visibility public. So let's go here, go back, zmdjfld prop. So type zmdjfld prop. So type here table of I will keep. Now this is fine, just go back and see. Now gt prop, it is referring to field properties type table of this one. Now we can go back and see how it works. So constructor type table of, here we can give it as empty table gt prop. Now it will, so as soon as this particular class will get called, this particular object, it will automatically create this particular one. So select star from gmdjfld prop into table gt field prop. This particular global parameter will get created. Now it will get stored. After that this particular one it will get called and then these things will happen. So go back, go back, go back. This is enough. Now what we can do is we are adding here gt prop. Now where condition, where cr type equal to iv c request type. And step equal to iv fld workflow step, and entity equal to iv entity. So total 3, we have done all these 3. Let's see if any others are remaining. That's it. So all three where conditions we have added here. Now it should work as expected. Now it is more like only the this particular one, it will get executed only once, not every time. So constructor will have this one. So every time this particular class will get created, this constructor, whenever that object gets created, this particular method will get called once in its lifetime. So gt field property, it will have all the fields, so it will get fetched only once. That is why after that it will go into this and it will work in this way. It will just loop into this and it will work. That's it. Now let's re-verify once it will work as expected or not. Just closing this, again new organization, create customer, click on OK. Now it is working as expected. Salutation, it is read only, country is mandatory, and other thing, language, it is not even showing, it is hidden. So that is coming from this particular class as expected. That's it guys. So like this we will be able to do this field property body. If there are too many entries, this particular thing will so slow down the process. That is why we have to be extra careful when we are dealing with field property body. So that is why we have to add always as a constructor to, so that database operations will get reduced. That's it guys for today. Thank you.